Why can she suddenly stop loving you? Last night they were still whispering sweet words, but today they've turned into a stranger, leaving without a trace of attachment. Deep down, we all know that if someone truly loved you, how could they stop loving you so easily? Humans are not plants. We are flesh and blood, emotional and loyal. Love is like a gently flowing stream. It doesn't suddenly dry up without reason. No one in this world can truly cut off a relationship abruptly and decisively. If it's not a sudden change, then it must have been brewing for a long time. What you perceive as suddenly not loving is actually a process that has been quietly unfolding for a while. First, why did they choose to leave you? Why did they say they stopped loving you? These are just surface-level explanations. The root cause lies in the innate human instinct to seek benefits and avoid harm. From a social psychology perspective, to secure better conditions for survival and development, we instinctively avoid death and various losses. This principle of seeking benefits and avoiding harm is the foundation of human behavior. Some might ask, then why didn't they speak up earlier? Why did they drag it out for so long, pretending everything was fine? This is because in the process of seeking benefits and avoiding harm, they experienced psychological conflict. When making the choice, they felt no joy, only immense pain. That's why they hesitated. From the first moment they felt disappointed to the final decision to leave, they actually gave both of you many chances. This is why they remained in a state of hesitation and suffering for so long, torn between leaving you and continuing to love you. This internal struggle made it impossible for them to decisively let go or fully commit. They were caught in a dilemma where both options involved loss and danger, and they wanted to avoid both but had to choose one. This resistance caused them to delay, unable to make a firm decision. In other words, whether loving you or leaving you, both were painful for them. Loving you meant continuously sinking into disappointment and pain, while leaving you inherently carried its own hurt. This led to their indecision. In such cases, there's actually a lot of room for reconciliation and repair. Another scenario is that they never truly loved you deeply from the start. They might have been focused on how to leave, or they met someone else who captivated them. In psychology, this is known as a double approach avoidance conflict. Simply put, if two options are presented, one clearly beneficial and the other clearly harmful, people usually don't struggle much to decide. So once the timing was right, they left without hesitation and never looked back. This explains why some relationships are destined to end from the moment they begin. That's why I often advise people not to try to win someone's heart through emotional connection. Love built on emotional connection is like a bubble, colorful on the surface but fragile and easily shattered. In such relationships, you might go all out, meticulously preparing surprise after surprise, but the other person might only be momentarily moved. This kind of relationship built on emotional connection is not true love. Breaking up doesn't start from the moment you officially part ways. It begins when the other person stops loving you, quietly taking root like a silent avalanche. While you're still immersed in beautiful fantasies, the danger has already crept in. You always thought you'd walk hand in hand through the years, but they can stop in an instant and leave decisively. Do you understand now? If you have relationship issues, feel free to talk to me.